Guys, how's it going? It's your boy M.K.S here, back in another video. Welcome to another of my videos. I hope you enjoy it wherever you are. And I'm probably going to say for the last time this year, Happy Easter. Anyway, I hope you're well wherever you are, and have enjoyed good Easter or whatnot, whether you celebrate or not. Or I hope you've had a good time either way. I know some people say it's pagan or whatever, or different religions might not celebrate it. But anyway, yeah, I hope you've had a good time wherever you are, and peace and love and all that good stuff, positivity and positive vibes. I couldn't go to sleep and I had so many, as I think so much and have so many ideas on my mind. So I thought I'd make a video before I go to sleep. So as I hope people out there enjoy it. But I've been thinking about this, like Asian entrepreneurs, Asian enterprise, and what there's an organization called Asian Enterprise, which looked at how to support Asian entrepreneurs, enterprises, and all that kind of thing. And yeah, look at, like, for instance, how they get funding, how Asian nations could unite together more, trade together, and that kind of thing, which I often think about. As I hope to focus on Asia and the empowerment of Asia in April, May, and June. Hopefully, whatever ideas I might not cover in April, I'll cover in May or June, obviously, respectively. But yeah, for these 3 months and some of August as well, which is my birth month, I hope to promote Asia as much as possible, and Asian enterprises and products and goods and services and that kind of thing. For once, I thought I wouldn't do it in a list form. I know I sometimes do change it anyway. But yeah, so I hope people from the diaspora, I know I struggle with that pronunciation of that word, but from the diaspora, I think is how you pronounce it. Anyway, I hope people from the diaspora support Asia and enterprises, businesses, and that kind of thing. And banks from Asia and around the world will support Asia. And I hope if businesses and investors from both inside Asia itself and from outside of Asia see that Asians are supporting each other, and people from the diaspora are supporting Asia, they will be interested in investing in the continent. And I think it'd be great if Asian nations invited other Asian nations to come to their country, like Malaysia, India, Indonesia, Singapore, and other Asian nations. I know Singapore, for instance, is a big financial hub. I think it'd be great if they hosted events and I'd say even mixed race part Asians like myself go to Asia maybe in the future. It would be it's on my bucket list as well, to go to as many parts of Asia as possible and meet my fellow Eurasians, and possibly other mixed race groups and minority groups. Also help out the poor, and also work with neurodiverse people, especially working with children, trying to help them as much as possible, like play football with them and hopefully spread joy and that kind of thing. As I often say, I'm a big fan of Italian football and Celtic as well, and I'd love to work with those, with Italian football teams and Celtic, and visit Italy and work with Italian teams around the world as well, not just in Italy but around the world, like what work they do around the world with their academies and sports clubs and things like that, as well as with Celtic and the Celtic Foundation and Italian football teams foundations. I hope that all Italian teams will have their own foundations as well, and they will hopefully help. The reason why I mention those, I know it seems a bit off topic, but connecting it together with my dyslexic creativity and connectivity as well. I dream that they will work, like Italian teams and Celtic will work together as well in Asia, in terms of helping Asian entrepreneurs, helping to raise awareness of neurodiversity and supporting projects that help people in Asia and promote human rights in Asia as well, and all that kind of thing. But for Mondays and Tuesdays, I hope to focus on business in Asia and how Asians can motivate each other and mentor each other and bring that like Asian pride, but hopefully not arrogance, but hopefully like a proud sort of thing where they network together and be proud to be Asian and stuff like that. I also dream mainly that Central Asian nations, symbolically because they're central, so being a central hub, will unite Asia together, like, and host as many events as possible to bring Asian nations together, and like host Asian Development Bank, the Asian Development Bank, and other and banks generally in Asia to come together, and investors as well, and businesses, to talk about how to promote wealth across Asia and financial empowerment and things like that. And yeah, as ever, I'd love to read your ideas and things like that, and feedback and that kind of thing. And I didn't plan this out, like think of too many ideas, but I really wanted to cover Asian enterprise, as I was thinking about that. What if there was an organisation as I say, called Asian Enterprise, which looked at how to promote business, enterprise, entrepreneurship, enterprises or businesses or whatever across Asia, and as a reward for doing so, hopefully Asian nations will follow and support and invest in, including their businesses, of course, and even their entire nations, um, investing in Italian football. Like, for instance, the China Investment Corporation could invest in other Asian nations, but also in Italian football. Maybe like going on alliterations, which I haven't talked about, investing in Cagliari or perhaps or Cremonese or Catania, preferably Cagliari, I think, because as far as I'm aware, they're in Serie A. I probably should know, but yeah, especially a Serie A team who's already in Serie A because they already have a chance to become more successful and hopefully win trophies in Europe and internationally. And I also hope they'll invest in Celtic, ironically, who have the same initial. But yeah, the CIEC, China Investment Corporation, for Italian football and Celtic. And yeah, sovereign wealth funds across Asia, like India, could invest in Inter Milan, perhaps, for instance. But different Asian entrepreneurs, as well as sovereign wealth funds, like entire nations in Asia and across Asia, investing in Italian football and Celtic, I think would be pretty cool. So I hope to be able to find a way to promote these ideas across Asia as well. And again, work with Italian teams and Celtic, and for them to have academies and sports clubs in and across Asia. And hopefully April, May, and June will be positive months for Asia. I also hope that they will prevent like wars or division. A Pan-Asian network or an Asian alliance or whatnot, which promotes Pan-Asianism. I'm not sure if I want to include Pan in the title itself of the Asian Alliance or Asian Union. I would say Asian Union, but that could get mixed up with the African Union because it would have the same acronym, which would be AU. So that would be a bit difficult. But again, I'd love to read your suggestions about how they could like how they could have a name, maybe like Asian Union or something like that, or Asian Alliance, which goes back to alliterations perhaps, but or Asian Network, AN, for instance, or whatever that could distinguish itself. That's what I'm looking for. Distinguish itself. 2 words, I suppose that is. But yeah, distinguish itself from the African Union, not in a way that it wants to distance itself from such, but that it wants to, so people would know the difference between the Asian Union and the African Union or Asian Alliance or whatever. But yeah, to promote Asian entrepreneurship and that kind of thing, as well as other projects which I hope to work on other days, like on Wednesdays. I hope to talk more about the poetry, art, writing, and that kind of thing. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this video up, and yeah, if you can share your suggestions of how to promote the idea, how to contact Asian nations and entrepreneurs and businesses, and also decision makers, governments, from China and India to Malaysia, Indonesia, Singapore, Japan, Taiwan, Korea, and across Asia, to look at how they can put differences aside, promote things like libertarianism and entrepreneurship, free enterprise, and that kind of thing somehow across Asia. Or any other ideas or suggestions you might have, or thoughts you might have generally, or plans or whatever. Anywho, I am out. Peace and love.